What if I told you that next year could be the year that completely changes your life? Imagine 1 year from now, you're looking back on your life and you don't even recognize it. Not because of how much it's changed for the worse, but because of how far you've come and how much it's changed for the better. What if this could be the year that everything shifts for you? I know that might feel far fetched, especially if you're stuck in the grind right now, barely keeping your head above water. But let me tell you something. Change isn't just possible, it's inevitable when you make a decision. A decision to move forward, to step into the unknown, to trust yourself, and to take bold action, even when it's scary. I'm Travis Stenick, and that's exactly what I did. And today, I want to share my journey with you, the ups, the downs, and the one decision that changed everything. By the end of this video, I hope you'll see that your breakthrough year is right around the corner. Now, let's rewind a little bit. My life didn't start out with a silver spoon in my mouth or some easy path laid out before me. By the time I graduated high school, I'd moved 18 times, 18 homes in 18 years. 6 marriages between my two parents. I craved stability more than anything, but I didn't know where to find it. I was literally flying by the seat of my pants, just trying to make it through. When I graduated high school, I had no plans, and my dad suggested I take a year off and work and save up for college. But my grandma, God bless her, she had other plans. She looked at me in the eye and she said, "Absolutely not. You're going to go to school now. I'll pay for the first semester and you'll figure out the rest. My grandma speaks, you listen." So I said, "Yes, ma'am," and I enrolled in the local university. I didn't know what to do. Honestly, I just knew I needed stability. So being good at math, science, physics, I chose engineering. It was practical, it was in demand, and I knew I could always land a steady job. But here's the thing. I wasn't passionate about it per se. I didn't wake up every day excited to learn about thermodynamics or fluid mechanics. I was just checking the boxes. I was doing what I thought I was supposed to do. Fast forward 10 years. I had the steady job I wanted. I went back to school at 29, got an MBA. I was married and had 2 kids. At the time, I was working 60 to 80 hours a week. On paper, it looked like I'd made it. But the truth was, I was exhausted, I was disconnected, and I was unfulfilled. One night, I was working late again. My daughter came to me and asked, "Daddy, why do you work at night?" That thing hit me like a ton of bricks. It made me realize I was missing out on the moments that mattered most. I was gone when the sun was up and home when the sun was down. I was trading my life away for a paycheck, climbing someone else's corporate ladder, and sacrificing time with my wife and kids. But here's the thing. Even though I knew something had to change, at the time I had no idea where to start. Over the next 5 years, I went on a journey, a messy, frustrating journey to figure out how to create freedom for myself and for my family. I tried everything. I got into direct sales, network marketing, every side hustle you can imagine. I followed one mentor after another, constantly chasing the next shiny object. And let me tell you, those years were tough. They built my character, but there were so many nights where I sat at my desk, frustrated and defeated, thinking, why isn't this working? What am I missing? But every time I felt like giving up, I remembered why I started. I wasn't just doing this for me. I was doing it for my family, for my kids, and for the life that I wanted to build for them. Then in March of 2021, after working at home for a year, everything came to a head. My wife was pregnant with our surprise third child, and my CEO at the time, he called an emergency Zoom meeting and he announced, "I'm not going to sugarcoat this, but we're selling the factory in Lehigh." I remember sitting there, my heart sinking to the floor, and I thought, what now? My wife's pregnant. Now, how am I going to provide for my family? Am I about to lose my job? That moment was a wake-up call, and I realized I couldn't keep living like this, constantly at the mercy of someone else's decisions. And that's when I made a real decision, a decision to take back control of my life. I committed to building something of my own, something that no one could take away from me. Now, I stopped chasing shiny objects and I got laser focused on a single path. I leaned into my dreams of freedom, total control over time, money, and location. And I promised myself that I would never again sacrifice my family's security or happiness for the sake of a job. And on Veterans Day this year, my birthday and what I now call my Freedom Day, I quit my corporate job of 18 years. And for the first time ever, I began living life on my own terms. I now wake up every day doing what I love, spending time with my family and helping people like you create their own paths to freedom. So, what about you? I mean, if you're feeling stuck right now, if you're working long hours and you're wondering if you're ever going to break free, I want you to know this: it's possible. But it starts with a decision to move forward, step into the unknown and trusting in yourself. When the pain of staying the same outweighs the pain of change, that's when the magic happens. And here's what I want you to do. Step one, get clear on your vision. What does your ideal life look like? How do you want to spend your days and who do you want to spend them with? Step two, set bold goals. Don't just aim to survive, aim to thrive. Step three, take the first step. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be intentional. And the last, step four, find a proven system. Whether it's through mentorship, a community, or a step-by-step plan, surround yourself with people and the tools that will help you succeed. Imagine looking back a year from now, not even recognizing your life. Imagine finally having the freedom to spend your time with the way you want, with the people that you love. That's the vision that I want for you. And it's possible starting today. So here's my challenge. Make this year the year that you take back control. Be bold, take action, and trust yourself. I believe in you. Let's make this the year that you'll never forget. And if this resonated with you in any way, join my exclusive community in the link below, where I'll be giving you a proven system and support to helping you live life on your own terms.